and welcome to my 15th Duel Masters podcast. And now I gotta talk about the Japanese cards. Because I'd be sick about hearing about people says when I ask them, do you want some Japanese cards? And they say, no, I like the English cards better. You know what? That is just because you are too lazy to write them. No? So, I have a little thing to say that this is Super Explosive Volcanodome English card, 2000 power, power attacker, 4000 power, 4000 plus, and this is the Japanese versions, exactly the same. It do the same effect, have exactly the same effect. And it's completely like each other. It haven't always been like that, because this is the old one and this is the new one. You can see on the textbook that it's bigger, and if you see the creature mark here, it's smaller at the old one. Yeah, but who gives a shit about that? And you can go to that the top set, the M12. Here is Spectral Horn Glaze, also English card. But you know what? That card is also on Japanese. It's exactly the same card. It has the same effect, costs the same power. Yeah, and it's both creature. You know, exactly the same. And you know, all that I get to now is that all English cards are in Japanese, as like those cards. But if you go up to DM13, yes, peoples, it is something called DM13. Yes, American. Okay, look at this card. This is by Emoba, whatever. I read it down on the screen anyway. And these are not on English. That's right. English card is on is also on Japanese, but Japanese card isn't always on English. Let's see. I couldn't find the English version because I have a card called Tentacle Worm. Yeah, just Tentacle Worm, okay. This are from DM6. It is on English too. And this are from DM18, same card. And those are in the Japanese, both of them, okay? Let's have not some more effect about that. But sorry, my camera was full. But anyway, I was going to say, it's some cards who are real good, have a real good effect who don't exist in English cards. I like Supernova, Jupiter King Empire. This card. Oh, take a look at this card. This is a real good card. It's a Galaxy Vortex evolution creature. It's evolution by 3 cards. And it's also real good. It has 14,000 power, man. 14,000 power. And that does it exist in English cards? Okay, but how, if you can't read Japanese, how do you use them? Well, that I gotta tell you exactly that now. Now I gotta show you the ccgdb.com/duelmasters. Now we gotta see all about that. Searching on ccgdb.com. I can go on ccgdb.com/duelmasters if I want, but let's go on ccgdb.com to make it a little bit different. With this computer be more slower now, I wanna hit it. Okay, let's see. Here we have a lot of trading card game. Magic the Gathering, Yu-Gi-Oh!, World of Warcraft, Pokemon, Naruto, UFS, The Spoils, Duel Masters. Okay, now we gotta go on Duel Masters. Like that. And now it must go faster before I hit it. Okay, let's see. Here we have something you can regular. Here we have card enter text if you know name to the card, or text to the your own card. Let's see. Here is a type. We gotta find the card we saw lately. This card, and we gotta find this card. Okay, let's see. Remember that card, okay? Just remember it. Because now, evolution creature. And I go down and searching on nature because about the nature card. And it was also very rare, that card. I could take the set too. But I know it's from the M19, but I don't get to do that. But let's search. And here I find a lot of cards. If I think that it's too lot, I can searching on some more, as like how much the cost to the card is. Just down there and see, here comes a lot of cost. That card cost 5 mana, and I can search. And there was just 3 cards. Let's see. Not that card. Next. There it is. Super Jupiter King Empire, and then you can write all what it do. But now I gotta show you how to remember it. Okay, and now I gotta exactly do that I talk about. How to read it in a duel. Well, you can write it again and again until you know what the card do. It's like that I used to do. Or you can make your list. You can write what the card do. Or you can use it the easiest way, to use a card, some paper and a sleeve. This is a sleeve. It's a card protector or some kind of a sheet for cards. That's like here you have all the things. This is a card. It's a cross key. It's called reverse armor. I gotta talk about what the cross key is in a later podcast. But let's see. If you do put the card halfway down in the sleeve, then you put the text box also in it. Let's see. If you put it so good you can down there. Okay. If you don't do that, it's gonna go on another way. And then you take another card to following that card. Just to holding there so you are sure it's keeping there. Then you just slew it down like this until it's on the text box. So now it's the Japanese text box being English, or you should take it away from the cross key mark. But that is easy. Just to do it a little bit more. There. Now you can write the card. It sounds like at the end of your turn you may untap the crossed creature. So that is real easy to do it like that. That is the easy way to do it. But that's the best if you can learn the card without that. Or it's also another thing you can do, but that is not the time for this podcast. Not I gonna do on another podcast. It will be in the next podcast. It will be in the next podcast. And there I gotta talk about how to read the Japanese cards. I can't do that yet. A little bit, but not much. So if you want to see that podcast or some other podcast, yeah, come on.